going on, people? It's your boy Topps back again for another rival watch along. It is Tottenham versus Newcastle. I can't wait for this. Oh, Tottenham full of injuries. But before I get into it, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff. Help the channel grow. On the road to 500 subscribers. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. But yeah, boom. Can't wait for this game. Obviously, Tottenham have got a load of injuries. Whether it's in their back line, their keeper as well. They're actually giving a debut to a new keeper I've never even heard of before. So, yeah, this should be interesting, man. Obviously, Newcastle have got a pretty fit side. Only, obviously, Shaw missing out through suspension, but he's the only real absence, really. And Sven Botman's come in, obviously, straight away after being obviously been injured for quite a long time. So, yeah, it's kind of a good timing for Newcastle. But just looking at the Newcastle team, the Bracker in goal, Burnham, Botman, Livramento, Lewis, Hall at left back, Bruno, Tonali, and Joe Linton. That's that partnership. That's that midfield partnerships is deadly. Then Gordon, Murphy, and Isak. The front three. Load of pace as well. Yeah, man. This should be a good game. I think Newcastle are going to win again. I know they beat, obviously, Man United in the week. Spurs have got a load of injuries. It should be a really good game. Spurs are going to be open no matter what injuries they've got. I'm going to try and obviously win the game. Newcastle are, mate, on that counter-attack with that high line. Brandon Austin. Big up Brandon Austin. His debut. Black keeper as well. Crazy. So, yeah, man, this should be decent, man. This should be a decent showing, shall we say. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, Isak, 8 goals in his last 6 Premier League games in the form of his life. Obviously, Arsenal still linked with him. It'd be obviously a dream signing if Arsenal could get him, man. He's obviously a quality player. And Angie's under pressure, man. They've lost so many games this season, man. Even though he plays attacking football, this season he's been on the wrong end of too many score lines. But obviously, from a Spurs perspective. But as an Arsenal fan, I'm loving it. Obviously, Spurs are 11th at a minute, winning 7, losing 9. They've scored actually 41 goals, which I think is the second most in the league behind Liverpool. But have conceded 28. Yeah, crazy. They're 11 points behind top 4. So yeah, it's not great for them, man. But yeah, we've kicked off now, and yeah, should be good. Spurs with the possession now. Obviously, I think Spurs are going to try and dominate the ball and try and create chances through that way. But Newcastle got such a big threat in them, especially on the counter-attack with Murphy, Gordon, and Isak on the transition. Could be a problem, especially with that high line and especially without Van de Ven, Romero, and the doggy who's now been ruled out, I think he said, for 6 weeks. So, yeah, Newcastle got the ball now. Obviously, 32 seconds gone. I think he's giving a foul there. Yeah, he's giving a foul there, the ref. But yeah, Livramento's down. Big up Colin as always. Newcastle win this, in my opinion. Isak and Gordon will expose that high line. I'm so sorry for Brendan Austin being thrown in. Honestly, bro, like the fact, bro, that they've left, like, Spurs have left them obviously open to having Fraser Forster as their backup keeper, who's obviously not good enough, really old as well. 1 injury suspension to Vicario, which has obviously happened now. I know they've been linked with their new keeper this morning. I know David Ornstein said they're going to be buying a new keeper, but the fact that they're having to obviously throw in Brandon Austin because obviously Forster's not available is crazy against a quality team like Newcastle, like you were saying, who are in great form. They've won obviously their last 2 away games as well, scoring 16 goals as well in the last 5. So yeah, Spurs have only won 1 of their last 7 games, man, since November, which is crazy. So yeah. No Maddison as well, who I think has been one of their better players, if I'm being honest, but always gets hooked, doesn't really start in consistent games. So yeah, I'm struggling to see how Spurs keep Newcastle out. But you know, it's the Premier League. You never know. If Spurs can get off to a good start, then yeah, it might be a different story. But I can see Newcastle winning there. But here's Werner into the path of Kulusevski. It's a corner for Spurs. First couple of minutes. So yeah, man, they need to try and obviously. I mean, Werner's taking the corner. I don't know if this is going to be any good, to be honest. But yeah, Newcastle are in a real shout for top four now, to be honest. Poor corner there, short. It was an awful corner I think it's to Archie Gray, but he didn't even reach him. I've got the ball back now though. Werner. I don't know why Werner's on set pieces, man. He's not technically secure like that, if I'm being honest. He's not. But yeah, Berval now. Nice little run here by Berval. Is it Pedro Porro on the right? No, Brendan Johnson. Pedro Porro into the box. Solanke! It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal for Solanke. 1-0 to Tottenham. 1-0 to Tottenham, man. Solanke with a brilliant header, to be fair to him. And already 1-0 to Tottenham. And you know it's going to be a good game because Tottenham have already scored after 3 minutes. And yeah, can't even knock it. It was a really good goal. Good crossing by Pedro Porro and then a very good finish aerially by Solanke. And yeah, 1-0 Tottenham. I have to change the score. But yeah, he's onside as well. Unexpected, man, to be fair. I didn't know how Tottenham were going to obviously create chances, but yeah, man, great cross in. And they've not really utilised that too much, if I'm being honest. Solanke's aerial threat. That's like one of the first headed goals I can remember him scoring for, obviously, for Spurs. But yeah, good start for Tottenham. Good start. 1-0. And he just opens the game up, to be fair. And there's Thomas Tuchel watching the game. But yeah. We got Colin. We know how this ends. Spurs probably score again, but concede 3. Listen, we've seen it against Liverpool, man. They scored 3, conceded 6. So yeah. But here's Newcastle. Oh, headed away there by Archie Gray. And it's a corner to Newcastle. Well, yeah, I'll be so shocked if Tottenham keep a clean sheet. Newcastle can definitely score in this game. And obviously, they've got a corner now. So yeah. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this corner. Corner comes in. Corner comes into the box. Collected there by Brandon Austin. I'll give him a bit of confidence. But yeah, interesting start to the game. Anthony Gordon with the goal. 1-1. And just like that, it's 1-1. They're trying to claim handball here, but I don't know if they're going to give it. Just having a look. Let's have a look there. Oh, yeah. It's handball. It's handball. Damn. I know, bro. I know. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Oh, they're giving the goal. Let's go. 1-1. They've given it. Oh, man. I changed it to the wrong score. Oh, my days. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought they would have gave it. I thought they would have gave it for handball. I mean, these kids. You know what? To be fair to Tottenham, yeah, and obviously, I'm glad obviously Newcastle scored, but they have changed the rules so many times, man. Like I remember back a couple of seasons ago, even if it was handball in the first phase of play, any kind of use of your hand, it was getting disallowed. And obviously that's literally the same phase. He's kicked it out his hand and he's played it into him, and obviously he scored. See, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like the rules always change, innit? That's the thing. Like back in the day, they would have probably given us handball. Obviously, I'm happy it stood. But yeah, man, it's just a bit confusing. Like sometimes, obviously, they give handball for that. Other times they don't give handball. So it's a bit of a weird one, man. But I don't know, man. But we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Obviously, Angie's fuming. Angie's fuming, bro. the lead didn't even last like 3 minutes, man. We said that. I'll be amazed if they keep a clean sheet, man. If I'm being honest, he wants a free kick for that. Nah, a bit harsh, to be fair. Bit harsh. Bit harsh. For me, it has to be deliberate. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. See, again, like the rules as well. Like, what's deliberate? Like, obviously in Europe as well, it's a bit different. If it just hits your hand, they just give it. Sometimes you got to put your hand towards the ball, and then they give it. I'm just fuming. I'm just fuming. Things you love to see, man. Things you love to see. But yeah, bro. Listen, we'll take it as Arsenal fans. We'll take it 1-1. Even though, to be fair to Newcastle, if they do get a win, they do go level on points with Chelsea. In the UFC fourth. So yeah, big win for Newcastle if they can get it. Obviously, it's a draw in a minute. Spurs, they're just in no man's land, man. I don't know what they're going to do. They'll be lucky to get Europe at this rate because they're 6 points behind Bournemouth and they're in 7th. So yeah, and Spurs have still got quite a few difficult fixtures to play, even this month. If you look at their fixtures now, obviously they've got Liverpool in the cup. Then their next Premier League game is at the Emirates against Arsenal. I doubt any of their defensive, obviously, players are going to be back for then. So that should be an Arsenal win. Then they've got Everton away, difficult with the injuries they've got. Leicester at home, they should win that. But then Brentford away, then Man United at home, Ipswich away, Man City at home. So yeah, January and February, they could be in trouble, man. They could be in trouble. But yeah. If Chelsea end up 5th after the start, they have questions. Yeah, listen, man. Listen. People were putting them in the title race, bro, as well. Like, that was only what? That was literally only like 2 weeks ago. Not even that, like 10 days ago. Obviously, they've only got 1 point in the last 3 games, which is obviously driving them back into the top 4 kind of equation. But yeah, with the squad they have and the money they have, they definitely have to get top 4. Definitely. That had to be the goal before the start of the season. Kulusevski looks like he's been fouled here. Referees can play the advantage, but Brendan Johnson's done well here. It could be in. It's went into Solanke. Oh, good block. Don't know who did that. Here's Saul with the chance. Oh, straight to the keeper. But yeah, better decent play there by Spurs winning the ball back high at the pitch. And it was actually a good advantage by the referee. But it's Botman here. First game in a long time. And it's a fantastic defensive block there by him. And yeah, good start for him. Obviously, his first game in a while after injury. So, but yeah, it's been a hectic start, man. Both teams look like they can score some goals. I doubt it's going to end 1-1 either, even though it's obviously only 11 minutes gone, just for the simple fact that both teams look dangerous on the break, to be fair, and they both win the ball high up in the pitch. So, yeah, I think we picked a good game here, man. Livramento now here, playing that right back. Nice little skill there to try and get past Werner. Oh, nice through the line ball there into Isak, trying to play, I think, Murphy, but he's just a bit too heavy. Goes out for obviously a Tottenham ball. And Tottenham trying to build up from the back. Gordon trying to press. Isak's there as well. Gordon still trying to press with Isak. Got a bit fortunate there. Archie Gray just lumps it up forward. Solanke's trying to chase. They could make a meal of this here. Solanke trying to press, but it's only a 1. And the Spurs fans are not happy. I think the referee's giving a free kick against Solanke. Obviously, the Spurs fans are not happy with the referee at the minute, given obviously the handball goal. and a couple of obviously free kicks to Newcastle. I'm not been happy with, but well, Newcastle definitely have not really even got going really, but do look dangerous when they go forward. But the game's still early, 12 minutes gone. Nice pressing there by Spence. Bro, Dragusin would give me nightmares if he played for Arsenal. Honestly, bro, it just reminds me of like a Mustafi, man. Just that rash, clumsy. You don't know what you're gonna get. Gives the ball in silly areas. That kind of player, man. 100%. But yeah, here's Spence playing left back into the path of Saar. I think Spurs are trying to keep possession and trying to build it from the back. But yeah, like I said before, I do feel like Ange staying is all dependent on how they do in the cups. Because they've gone so long without winning the trophy. I do feel like he could keep his job if he does win a League Cup or FA Cup. But the League Cup's looking like a huge task just because it's 2 legs against Liverpool, man. And even if it's Liverpool's B team, it's still going to be a problem, if I'm being honest. Especially with the injuries that Spurs have got. They're gonna have to just play the same team. Otherwise, they're gonna be playing kids because they've got no defensive options at the minute. Obviously, but yeah, I do think Andrew's going to take some blame for that, for the simple fact that the way they play is so on the edge. You know, you're having Van der Ven make so many recovery runs in one game. Obviously, his hamstrings are always going to be tested, especially if he's doing it every game because you're playing that high line. Obviously, Ramirez has been injured as well. And obviously, Adogi's been injured. But again, they've got Europa League as well. So the fact that they're playing so many games, obviously in the League Cup semi-final as well, it all takes a toll, innit? And if you've not got a big squad, and obviously they've not, in terms of depth and quality, I think you're always going to be in trouble of a load of injuries. Obviously, a little collision there by Joe Linton. I think he's elbowed him in the head there, but I think the referees kind of just waved it off. Thrown to Spurs. Poor throw there. That looked like a foul, and it was a foul. And the Spurs fans are fuming. That was you see, this is what I mean about Dragusin, man. Rash, man. This guy's rash. Look at me. Free kick to Newcastle now, though. Free kick's gonna come in. In by Anthony Gordon. Free kick comes in. Good carry there by Brandon Austin. It's a good idea for the throw. Dragusin reminds me of Vermaelen after the Achilles injury. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad comparison either. See, after that, and the thing is, Vermaelen was so good before that, obviously Achilles injury, and then after that, he just was so sluggish afterwards, man. He was just always like a yard behind the play. Like he used to get caught out as well. Because he was never the quickest, but I think he had a bit of sharpness before, obviously, the Achilles. He was just never the same. Good defender, though, to be fair. Started his Arsenal career off really, really well as well. So now Solanke's on a transition break here. Foul there by Dan Burner. It's the yellow card. Tactical foul there. I think he had to try and stop the transition. But yeah, that's obviously a positive sign for Spurs. They kind of broke Newcastle's press there and got in behind the midfield. With Solanke dropping a bit deeper and then be able to be that ball carrier they probably need to get them further up the pitch. Not got too many players that can do that in the middle of the park. So yeah. But here's Spence playing left back. Bergvar tries a reverse pass into Brennan Johnson, who didn't anticipate it. That was a good pass as well. Should have done better there, Brennan Johnson. Nice there. Kulusevski. It's blocked there by a corner. Pedro Porro with the corner. Edison headed away. Into the path of Gordon to make it 2-1. Oh, good save there by Brandon Austin. And it's a corner to Newcastle. And yeah, that's the first real attack apart from the goal Newcastle have made. And as I said, even though yeah, he is, bro. He's doing all right. He's doing all right. He's doing all right. Gordon with the corner comes in. Good punch there by Brandon Austin, and he gets a free kick. But yeah, it's looks all right, man. He looks all right, to be fair to him. He's been here for 17 years, man. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. Nice little kick there as well into the path of Werner. Spence tries to play the reverse pass. Caught out there. Murphy into the path of Liramento. That's a foul. And it is there by Kulusevski. Good chance here for Newcastle. Anthony Gordon with the ball in. Headed away there, but falls to Livramento. Nice ball there. Murphy, good pass as well. Oh, just went past the post there. But it was a nice little build up there by Newcastle, and they're starting to get back into the game now, man. They're starting to build up a few attacks, and Spurs don't look secure defensively. Obviously, they've got a load of injuries. I get that, but at the same time, it doesn't look like Newcastle could score every time they go forward. But here's Archie Gray trying to build up from the back with obviously the new keeper, Brandon Austin. Brandon Austin plays it into the path of midfield. Nice little ball in there. Good flick on there by Solanke. But Newcastle won the ball back. Murphy. Nice pressing there by Solanke and Sarr. Oh, that was late. And that could be a yellow as well. Looks like he's got away with it, but yeah, man. Poor tackle there by Sarr. But yeah, Newcastle probably the better team, I'd say, especially in the last 5 minutes. Load of games there coming up. Obviously, this time next week, obviously you got the League Cup, and then obviously Premier League, and then you got the FA Cup, and then back to the League midweek, the week of the 13th of January. Nice little reverse pass there into the path of Livramento, but Brandon Austin's picked it up, man. Kulusevski there, nice little link-up play. They want handball. Oh, Dan Burns, a lucky boy, I can't lie. He's on a yellow. And I think he's warning him. Oh, chance there for Spurs. Headed away. Nice pass there into the path of Murphy. Kulusevski wins the ball back to Spence. Nice pass there by Livramento. Nice. Gordon into the path of Isaac. Nice football here by Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes tries to find Joe Linton again. Getting the corner ball. It's another set piece that Tottenham have to defend. They've actually done okay. I think Brendan Austin has done all right on set pieces for the time being. Normally, that's Spurs' weakness with Vicario, and even Forster's not been great at them. But Brendan Austin's done quite well so far. Obviously, for Spurs' sake, we'll be hoping he can keep that up. Short corner now. Changed it up. Routine. Gordon. I think we'll try to go for a shot here. Could be a counter attack here. Werner. It's 2v1 here. Werner, if he can get past Gordon, great recovery praise there by Gordon. And Romento with a great tackle there. But that was a good opportunity for Spurs on the counter attack transition. Ball goes into Pedro Porro over the top of the bar. But he tried his luck. Over the top of the bar. Sonali plays it into the path of Isaac. Kicks it away there. Sonali, Murphy, nice little play there. Livramento. Can he do something decent here? Another corner for Newcastle. Newcastle are really dominated now. The last, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes. Spurs have not really done too much. Wow. La Liga and Spanish Federation have decided to reject Dani Almo registration for Barcelona. Mate, Arsenal needs to be all over that, man. 100%. Needs to be all over that. If they can. But corner comes in for Newcastle. Corner comes in. There's some, I don't know what happened in the box there. Someone was thrown into the goal. But it's gone out for a goal kick for Spurs. Moving John into to save his career because he was using 100%, man. He's such a good midfielder as well. Power, strength, pace, can win the ball back. He's a good ball carrier as well. Nice little ball in there by Murphy. Isaac! Oh, Isaac! My man. That should have been 2-1. That should have been 2-1. But what a beautiful play there by Newcastle. Cuts open Tottenham. Too easy there. And Newcastle. Isaac should have been scoring that, man. Oh God. Should do better, man. Should have been in the back of the net. Should be 2-1. Should have been 2-1, man. Sri Lanka's on the right hand side now. Trying to provide a bit of quality on the right. Gonna tee up for someone. Bergvall puts in the ball in. Good header away by Botman and Dan Burn clears there. Nice there by Joe Linton. And it's Bruno, 4v3 here. Anthony Gordon cuts in into the path of Bruno. Can he get there? Is that a penalty? Gone out for a corner. But that was good defended by Pedro Porro, to be fair. Because he was 2v1. And it looked like he could have fouled him there. Corner for Newcastle. Corner comes in. Oh, good goalkeeping there. Anthony Gordon, another corner for Newcastle. Corner comes in. Good header there. Tottenham have defended the corners quite well, to be honest. Bergval into the path of Werner. Good block there by Livramento. Good ball there. Brendan Johnson, Kulizeski trying to play a ball into the path of Solanke, but Tonali's got the ball out, tries to play a ball into the path of Isak, trying to spread the defenders. Can he control that? Nah, I think that went out, to be fair. And it did, yeah. Well, it was a good run, though. And that's what I think Arsenal lack. Someone that can run the channels like that with that speed and pace to get in behind. Guimaraes, Tonali, into Murphy. This could be a good chance for Newcastle. Murphy into the path of Isak! Is that an own goal? Is that Isak? I don't know. I don't care. It's another goal for Newcastle, and it's 2-1 to Newcastle. It looks like it could be a Dragusin own goal, but Isak's claiming it, and Newcastle have turned it round, and they've been the better team, to be honest with you. Ever since they conceded the goal in the 3rd minute, Newcastle have been the better team, dominated the game, lot more threatening, and Isak or Dragusin, whether it is, it's 2-1 to Newcastle. Just having a look at at the goal. The build up there, Tonali into the path of Jacob Murphy, puts in a tremendous ball in. He's onside as well. And yeah, Isak does get the final touch, and it's another goal for Isak. And Newcastle have took the lead. Yeah, 2-1 to Newcastle. And it's wow, it's a great start. Honestly, bro, awful, man. Again, he just reminds me of Mustafi, man. Not tracking runners, not physical enough, rash. Like, yeah. And Newcastle are 2-1 up, and just like that, Spurs. I mean, they've got to sack Ange at some stage, man. The guy is losing every week. This will be 1 win in 8. Like, crazy. But Newcastle are in really good form, man. This is the Newcastle, and it just shows you how big of a player Isak is for them, for the simple fact that when he was injured at the start of the season, Newcastle weren't very consistent. As soon as he's got back into the team, I think that must be like 12 goals in his last 11 games now. And yeah, he scores loads of different kinds of goals as well. Poacher goals, headers, screamers. He's just an all-round player, man. All-round player. But yeah, Dragoos in there. Yeah. Gordon in spot for Joe Linton. And Newcastle, if they could get another goal before half time, you'd think it would be curtains, man. Bruno Guimaraes, nice little reverse pass there into Gordon. Into Loose Hall, sorry, on the left hand side. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Botman. Newcastle enjoying a nice spell of possession here. Murphy. Guimaraes trying to find Limrento. Newcastle shot a corner there. Referee's mistake, but they've still got possession again, but they've given it away to Bergvall. And Spurs have looked really, really toothless. Bergvall's run into trouble, but he's got the ball back to Dragusin, who's just played a terrible pass. Yeah, he's not good enough, man. He's not good enough. He does that quite a few times as well. Poor in possession too. He's just not the quality. It's a simple pass. Bruno Guimaraes. Now Gordon. Is this another goal? Oh. Mustafi is better than Bruce in my opinion. At least he had moments where he do well, whereas I've not seen it. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure they paid quite a decent amount of money for him as well, Dragusin. Yeah, he's the thing is when we had Mustafi, we were never this bad with him in defence. These men are like 11th or whatever. Corner comes in. Joe Linton. Newcastle still got the ball. Livramento. He's the path of Gordon. Nice there. Guimaraes. Kulusevski. Dan Burn. Gordon. Bruno! Oh no, it's Joe Linton. But goes up for a goal kick. Don't see how Andy survives this. It's looking very, very bleak, man. Even me, and I was saying about the cup. Luckily for him, Joe Linton into Gordon. Joe Linton. It's been so poor at the back. Gordon. It just feel like Newcastle can score at any point. It's just been poor from Spurs. That one bit of play with the goal has been the best play they've done all the half. They're not doing anything, and they're at the home team. Newcastle have just implemented their authority. Nice little reverse pass there into the path of Gordon. Lewis Hall. They've got a nice left-hand side there. Gordon again. Hall. Loses the ball. Plays the ball into Kulu. Tries to play a pass. No, he's crowded out there. Great defensive work there by Bruno Antonelli. And now they've got a break on here in transition into Murphy. 1v1 with Spence. Cuts in. Good ball in there. Oh, good defender here. But then Livramento won the ball back. Newcastle just want the ball. They just want it more. Burn stepping into midfield. Into the path of Bruno Guimaraes. There's a load of control here for Newcastle. Isak into the path of Joe Linton. Just misses it. Just misses it. Spurs fans look depleted. They look dejected, man. These Spurs fans. But yeah, Newcastle deserving the lead at the minute, man. 2-1. Dominated the game ever since obviously Spurs scored in the 3rd minute. And yeah, Newcastle could have scored more, if I'm being honest. Isak missed a glorious chance, and Gordon had a few chances as well. So yeah, I think Tottenham will be happy that it's only 2-1. They've offered nothing apart from the goal in the entire half. Birdval now. And I think Ange needs to bring on Maddison and Son because they just have no creativity in that centre middle of the park. Is Bergval trying to find Brendan Johnson, who's not been in the game at all. Brendan Johnson with the ball in. Nice ball in there. Good defending there by Livramento. Last ditch. And that's it. Pedro Porro is the only person, obviously with the goal and that cross there, that provided any bit of quality. That's a very good cross. Keeper can't get it, and it's in a decent area, but no one attacking it for Spurs. And to be honest, Pedro Porro should be on the corners because of his delivery. Shouldn't be Werner. But Werner puts the ball into the box, headed away. Didn't even be the first man. Poor. I don't know why he's on set pieces. He's not good enough to take him. Gray there, caught there, Gordon there. 2v3 though. Isak. But Isak's got the ball. Oh, bad touch, man. Otherwise, Bruno would have been in there. Austin into Archie Gray. But yeah, Spurs needs to make some subs, man. A more clinical team stops the Spurs at least. Bro, we seen it in the last home game they had with Liverpool. They got absolutely slapped up. Conceding 6, could have conceded 10 or 11. Not learn from that high line. But yeah, that's what the one thing I think Newcastle fans and Newcastle will be a bit disappointed in this game and the game at Old Trafford that they've not scored, obviously, in both games at the minute, more than 2 goals. Because they definitely should have scored more in this game and definitely should have scored more in the Old Trafford game. But yeah, Newcastle, man, they're in very, very good form. Obviously, it's going to be a difficult game for Arsenal on Tuesday when we got them. Even at the Emirates, people thought they might sit back. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the form they're in, I think they'll think they can take it to Arsenal, which actually might suit Arsenal if there's a bit more space because they're taking some more risks. So we'll have to see, man. But yeah, that's it. Half time, 2-1 to Newcastle, deserved. Because Newcastle have been by far the better team. I think Spurs will be happy it's only 2-1, if I'm being honest. Because they've been poor. They need some substitutions as quick as possible, if I'm being honest. Because they've not been good enough. Big up Henry Four. What's going on, Tots? Big up the channel, Roger. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up everyone. If you're not like, subscribe, do that good stuff for the channel. Really helps it grow and that. Yeah, on the road to 500, man. Already a few more away. So yeah, please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Obviously 2-1 Newcastle. Yeah, good game so far, man. Good game so far. But yeah, man, I'm just hoping that obviously Newcastle can finish off the job. And it's a weird one though, because you as an Arsenal fan, you want Spurs to stay. You want Ange to stay as long as possible, if I'm being honest. Because yeah, they're just losing game after game, week after week. This would be their 10th defeat, by the way, if they wanted to lose this, which is actually mad. Losing 10 games already. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Just having a look at the equalising goal for Newcastle. Obviously, looking at the letter of the law, it's not handball. But again, the rules always change. So, but yeah, if that's the law, isn't it? This is the second goal. Great ball in by Murphy, and I don't know what Dragusin's doing, man. He's not marking anyone. He doesn't really commit. I think if you're gonna lunge in, you have to just try and kick it the opposite way. But yeah, not good enough from him, and not good enough overall from Spurs. Poor, if I'm being perfectly honest, poor. So Reguilon's coming on. The forgotten man, obviously, he was on loan, obviously, last year at Man United. He's coming on. Maybe what to replace Spence. Obviously, he's more of a natural left footer. And this is how bad it's got for Spurs in terms of squad-wise. They had a player now coming on who they really wanted to get rid of. And he's coming on. Dragusin off. Wow. Reguilon's not even... I'm guessing that Reguilon's going to go centre-back then. He's not a natural fullback normally. That just shows you how bad Dragusin's performance has been. I know obviously he had an injury against Wolves, so maybe he wasn't fully fit, but regardless, he's not been good enough anyway. Oh, wow. This is a mess. Spence is playing centre back. Jesus. They're down to the bare bones. But here's a good attack here. I need to actually put the half on. Sure, let me. But here is Werner. Kulusevski tried to play a ball in there quickly. We got Henry Ford. Spurs are so bad. Yeah, they are terrible, man. I'll be shocked if Ange after the League Cup game. I think it depends on that. Pedro Porro with the ball in. Confusion. Solanke. That looked like a foul on the keeper. He's not giving it. Oh, it's over the bar. He's now giving a free kick against Solanke. But that was This is where Ange has to adapt his tactics. Yeah, he does. He has to try something different, man. He has to try something different. But yeah, Pedro Porro has been their best attacking player in terms of three balls into the box. Yeah, definitely a foul on Solanke by Solanke there. He's need him in the face like Triple H, man. What the hell? He gave him a high knee. But yeah, it's definitely a foul. But no, that's not a penalty. He's kicked him. Oh, the penalty. No. It's crazy because in the Champions League, they probably would have gave that as a penalty. You've seen, obviously, Inter Milan and Arsenal, the penalty they gave for that when he just kind of hit, I think was it Marina? Just kind of hit his hand. So, yes, shocking. But, yeah, Dubravka got injured there, which would obviously be a huge worry for the simple fact that I think Nick Pope's still injured, I think. But yeah, Pedro Porro. If I was Newcastle, I'll just say to Lewis Hall to just try and stop those crosses because that's the only way they look like they're going to score from his balls in the box. Obviously, they scored from his ball in the box to Solanke. But other than that, man, through play, they're not good. Big up Henry. Where is Son? Bro, he's on the bench, bro. I don't know, man. I thought he would have brought them both on because they don't look like scoring apart from Pedro Porro's crosses. But maybe he'll give it a few minutes, or probably up until the 55th minute, and then he'll probably bring some players on. But Porro now on the right into Brendan Johnson. Back to Kulu, who's moved out to the right now. Back to Brendan Johnson. Oh, poor pass. That was a foul there. Heavy pass there by Brandon Austin into Spence. Pedro Porro pressed there well by Joe Linton and Gordon. Gives it back to Lewis Hall. Good tackle there by Sarr. We've gone through the back of Bruno. Trying to play a ball over the top to Solanke. He might get there. It's bouncing. Solanke, Werner's there as well on the left. Into the path of Reguilon. Solanke trying to turn. Sarr couldn't get the ball there, and it could be a break in transition here. Danny Murphy, and obviously Spurs players have to get back. Isak's making the run. Murphy's ignored him, but he played the ball into Isak now on the right hand side, into the path of Gordon. But Isak's got it again. Oh, good defending there by Spurs. Last stitch though. But Bruno's won the ball back into the path of Tonali. Is he going to go for a shot? Oh, Tonali! Oh, good shot there, blocked. And it's last ditch there already by Spurs. It's only the 50th minute. Werner trying to take on his player, and he goes out for a Spurs throw in. But yeah, that was a one attack after another there. Son's obviously warming up, looking to try and get on the pitch. Livramento into the path of Gordon. Anthony Gordon, nice little pass there. Lewis Hall, good defending there. Last ditch tackle there by Spence. He's actually had a decent game, to be fair, defensively. Good block, and it's a corner for Newcastle. And yeah, man. Lewis Hall, ball in the box. Good ball in there. Oh, Dan Burn headed it down, but it was a block by Spurs defender. But Newcastle still got the ball. Is it Livramento on the ball now into Bruno Guimaraes? Murphy on the right. Ball in the box. Isak could attack it. But good carry there by Brandon Austin. He's actually been had a good game, to be fair, so far to him. Considering it's his first start in I think they said 7 years or something crazy. Nice ball into the box there, trying to find Solanke, but good defending there by, I think, Botman. But Spurs have got the ball back again. Kulusevski on the right. Not really seen too much of him so far. Into the path for Brennan Johnson. He's going to try and put a good ball in the box. Does he get a corner? Yeah, spins out for a corner. Spurs have not really looked that threatening from corners so far, but there's always an opportunity for them to look threatening. Spurs taking the short corner. Porro. Block there. Newcastle. Berval trying to get there. Nice work there. Kulusevski. Kulusevski. Now Johnson. Can he put in a decent ball in? Good block there by, I think, Lewis Hall. Well, Parra still got it. Kulusevski into Sarr. Good save there, but he's parried off the post by Johnson. Kulusevski still got the ball. Kulu on the right foot. Out for a corner ball. That's the best way to play from Spurs this entire game, apart from the goal. It was a ricochet there, really, from Sarr into the path of Johnson, off the post there. And then Johnson, wow. That would have been a good finish there. It was an acute angle. And the Spurs fans are making their voices heard. Tottenham with the corner now. Can they do anything decent from this corner? I don't know who's going to take it. I think it might be Reguilon now. Reguilon with the corner. Decent corner in. Headed away there by Dan Burn. Werner on the left. Is that a corner? That looked like a goal kick to me. Bergo with the corner, flicked on by Kulusevski. Is that gone up? No, it's hit Murphy. Reguilon, headed away again. Isaac. Kulusevski there. Better Tottenham's pressure. Can they put a good ball in? Gimarash back out. Murphy into the path of Isaac. Could be a counter attack here. It's 4v4. Passes it to Bruno Gimarash. And Tonali's making a burst with run, and Gordon's there with him. It's 2v3 here. Tonali going into the box. Tonali with the goal! Oh, Gordon! Oh, he's over the bar. Gordon lost composure there, and it's over the bar. What a great chance there for Tottenham. Great play there for Tonali. Goes into the Tottenham box. Nice little shimmy there. And it was a sharp block there by Archie Gray's chest. And then Anthony Gordon, should have done way better than that. And it's over the bar. And he could have squared it. He's a kind of tapping as well. So, yeah, poor. Very poor there. Headed on there. Nice. Gimarash. Isaac. Tonali feeds it into the path of Joe Linton, into the path of Gordon. Anthony Gordon on the left. Oh, nice little cut in. He wants a penalty. He's not going to get it. Kulusevski's driving with the ball now. Passes it back to, and the referee stopped it for a head injury. But yeah, man, he was looking for the penalty. It looks like is he bleeding? It does look like he's bleeding. Oh, I don't know, you know. I don't know, man. Accidental. Oh, there's a load of blood here. That's not a nice sight to see. But obviously, there's a break in play now for Newcastle. And it probably will help them for a bit because Tottenham were building up a bit of pressure. But I do feel like Newcastle still warrant the lead here. Sorry. Obviously, half an hour left to go. 60 minutes on the clock nearly. And Newcastle winning 2-1. Yeah, been a decent game so far, man. Been a decent game so far. I think Spurs do need to try and make some substitutions. They probably need to bring on the likes of Maddison and Son, if I'm being honest. Looks like Basuma and Son and Maddison are all coming on. A triple change. And yeah, they've got half an hour to try and do something decent, if I'm being honest. So yeah, this should be interesting. I'm not really shocked, to be fair. Spurs, even though they've looked okay in the last 5 minutes, they're not really tested the keeper, apart from obviously that shot by Sarr, and then Brendan Johnson hit the post. Just looking at the goals here, Solanke with a great header into the path. Obviously, the handball situation there, ruled out by obviously the referee, and great finish there by Gordon to make it 1-1, and then great ball in by Murphy. Dragusin doesn't do enough, and then Isak with a tap in to make it 2-1 to 2-1 to Newcastle. So yeah, overall, Newcastle winning at the minute, and like I said, Son and Maddison are stripped ready to come on. Basimo's coming on for Sarr. Son's coming on for Werner. Bergval's coming off as well for Maddison. So yeah, triple changes, man. I know Ange is under pressure, bro. He's made the triple changes for the simple fact that he knows that he needs to make sure he gets a decent result here. Werner not really done anything. Not good enough. Let's be honest. Not good enough. Doesn't do anything in games. Son's coming on, not had a good season. But he needs to try and do something decent as well. Spurs are booing the Bergval substitution. He's had a decent game, to be fair. But the problem is you're not going to get anything attacking from him. You know, he's more of a, like a controller. But yeah, man. But yeah, Spurs now trying to go for obviously the equalising goal. But yeah, Anthony Gordon just had treatment now. Yeah, Newcastle. We'll probably just be looking to keep a possession for a bit. Why was Maddison on the bench? He's their most creative midfielder, bro. This is what I don't get, bro. With Ange, man. Like they've looked void of ideas without him on the pitch. And I think he's done all right this season, to be fair. I know Spurs fans have been getting onto him, but I think he's not played too bad. But obviously, the problem is that Ange always hooks him, and he never completes a full game nearly. So Pedro Porro with a nice, good ball into the box again. Reguilon tried to kick it out, but it's gone for a goal kick. But yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't know whether it's the fixtures, whether he's trying to preserve him for that League Cup game. He knows he needs to have his best team for that. But even so, you've not got a replacement for him. Bergval's a nice and tidy little, obviously, player. And obviously, he's a young player as well. But he's not a player that's going to open up a defense like that. And Maddison's the only one in the squad, really, that can do that. But yeah, very strange. But Isak might be in here. Ball over the top. Oh, good defending there by Pedro Porro. He needed to do that as well, because otherwise Isak would have been in. Here's Maddison here for Spurs. Trying to play a ball outside the path for Son. Nice touch there into the path of Son. Again, he wants to try and go down. Stays on his feet. Solanke. Maddison. He's going to put a ball in the box. Here's Son. Pardon me. Solanke and Maddison will actually be a decent front two, to be fair. I don't know why he's not tried it, and this is the criticism Ange gets. It's like he doesn't try new things. He just stays with the normal status quo. But yeah, Maddison playing off the striker. I know he used to do that for Leicester with Vardy for a few seasons as well, and obviously he got quite a lot of GA. Madison there trying to dictate, playing into Pedro Porro. Decent across there. Good defending there. Gordon. Oh, nice little shimmy there. Great ball by Gordon. Jacob Murphy having an overload on the outside. Livramento providing the width. Gets past the defender there. Jacob Murphy. Good defending by Basuma. But there needs to be a bit more urgency from Spurs. And the Spurs fans are getting on to the players as well because they want to see a more urgency within the team, man. The 2-1 down, they don't really look like scoring a load of goals so far. That's the foul by Solanke, who's kind of been doubled up on by Burn and Bosman. But yeah. Free kick for Newcastle. Ball comes into the box. Oh, Austin did very well there. Did very, very well. I've been impressed with him, man. That's a very good carry there because Dan Burn and Bosman were both going for it. And he dropped it but managed to recover. But yeah, he would have took a whack. Obviously, he feels a bit winded. Hopefully, for Spurs, that's not another injury. I think he should be fine, if I'm being honest. I think he should be fine. But Dan Burn, Alfie Whiteman is the goalkeeper on the bench. So yeah, that would be Spurs' 4th keeper they've used this season. If safe, big up Colin again. You're doing a United Liverpool Watchalong, bro. Yeah, of course, bro, man. I did hear some rumors that he might get called off though because of the weather, so I'm just keeping an eye on that. But yeah, man, I'll be doing a Liverpool United Watchalong. Can't wait for that. That should be good. That should be very, very, very good. So yeah, that should be good, man. Like I said, it's a win-win for me, bro. Like, if Liverpool win, then I just see United tears, and we just love to see that, don't we? But if United, obviously, miraculously, by the grace of God, get a point or even more, then Liverpool drop points. So, yeah, it's a win-win, man. I'm going to be happy either way, to be fair. But yeah, man. Thought I was King Charles there. Behind Tuchel. Yeah. But it should be good, man. You have to let me know if you'll be about Colin, bro. If you're going to be watching it as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I feel like it should be a good game. Either way. Either way. But just about to restart the game. Fraser Forster is obviously still injured. Newcastle got the ball now. Flick on by. It looks like he's at offside. He is. Is Brennan Johnson into the path of Kulu. Just couldn't get the ball back. And Bruno Guimaraes, that looked like a foul, and he's given a foul. But yes, Tottenham. I'm praying for a United win, but not holding my breath. Bro, do not hold your breath for these guys, bro. They are useless, man. They're rubbish. Bro. Listen, just enjoy the beatdown they're going to get because that's what I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be mad like 7 or 8 or anything, but I think Liverpool are going to win quite comfortably, like 2 or 3-0. Just because United can't defend. They can't defend this at set pieces. They can't defend from open play. They don't look like scoring either. Like, none of their players look like they can have a moment of magic. The only real player in the last 4 or 5 games that has done is Ahmad. But obviously, if you just mark him out the game, then it's non-void. Dan Ball with a flick on. Headed away. Regulon. Oh, foul there by Bruno. 20 minutes left, guys. 20 minutes left. Subscribe to the channel if you've not. Like, share the video, do all that good stuff. Newcastle winning 2-1 away from home at Spurs. Spurs are trying to get back into the game, but the substitution has not really made massive effect, to be honest with you. Still not tested Dubravka since Maddison, Son, and Basuma came on, trying to play it from the back. But Newcastle have really pressed them into oblivion, really. Got the ball now. They've had, obviously, Dragusin go off for a suspected illness as well. Spence and Archie Gray are their centre-back pairing, so it's a load of injuries for Spurs at the back. But here is Basuma trying to break the lines here, going past Joe Linton, but it's a poor pass, really, putting Kulusevski out wide on the right. But he's cut in onto his left foot. Good ball in the box, but carried there by Dubravka, and it's into the path of Newcastle. Newcastle got possession again. But yeah, like I was saying, Dubravka has not really been tested all game, really. That one save by Sarr in the second half, and obviously Brendan Johnson hit the post afterwards to make it, trying to make it 2-2. But Newcastle, from a defensive standpoint, have been quite comfortable. They look dangerous every time they go forward. Nice little ball there. Great ball there into the path of Gordon. Can he get there? Nice defending there by Pedro Porro. But now Spence trying to lead up the build-up. Gordon trying to press. Kulusevski not really had a good game, Kulu. Nice little flick on there by Johnson and Kulu. Kulu plays it into the path. Good crunching tackle there by Joe Linton. But Basuma's got the ball now. Basuma with the ball and trying to play it into the path of Archie Gray. Plays it into the path of Son as well. Not really had time on the ball, Son, as much as he'd want to, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But nice little play there. Son into the path. Good cross there, but good carry there by Dubravka again. And that's the only really time that Spurs look dangerous, really. Those crosses out wide into the center of the box. Other than that, in terms of shots at goal, it's been none and far between, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Dubravka not really saved too many shots. But yeah, 71 minutes gone. Tottenham really need a bit of quality in the final third. Oh, bad tackle there. It looks like he's going to give a free kick. He is by Spence late on Isak. And Newcastle will have that all day long. Newcastle looking to try and take the sting out of the game. They're 2-1 up at the minute. And yeah, they're looking to try and take the sting out of the game. Well, yeah, Roma versus Lazio later on, 7:30. The derby, the Rome derby, should be a good game there. And obviously, Arsenal versus Brighton. I'm doing a watch along for that later on. Stay tuned, 5:30 kickoff. I'll be here around 5:25. So make sure you like, subscribe, put the notification bell on so you don't miss the watch along later on. But here is Isak into the path of Bruno Guimaraes. Not going to get a free kick for that. It looked like a free kick to me. But here's Son on the ball. Been really quiet, gone into midfield, looked like a foul there, and he's given a foul there by Joe Linton. And that's a yellow card by Joe Linton as well. But yeah, man, it's been a cagey game so far in the second half. Obviously, Tottenham are trying to score a goal, but nothing really coming of it. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, Spurs have been trying down the flanks, trying to put in dangerous balls in the box, but Dubravka's actually played quite well and just collected them quite easily, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But here is 17 minutes left. Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Solanke with the Tottenham goal and Isak and Gordon with the Newcastle goals. But here is Maddison trying to play a reverse pass into Solanke. No. Good defending there by Newcastle. Could be a foul there on Newcastle. But the referee's played on is Kulusevski. Can they put in a decent ball into the box? It is Porro. Good defending there. Good block there by Lewis. And that's a foul there by Pedro Porro. And that relieves a bit of pressure there on Newcastle, on Spurs there. And it's, Newcastle with the free kick on the left-hand side in the left-back area. And yeah, it's a blatant foul there. Pulls him back. Poor from Porro. Didn't really need to do that. Porro was worried about the transition. But free kick to Newcastle. Looks like Lewis Hall's going to take it. I don't think Newcastle have not made any kind of changes either, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, warming up now. Tonali now gets the ball back to Dubravka. And Dubravka now kicks it forward through into the path of Joe Linton. Nice little control there by Joe Linton. Beats the press from Basuma, but Basuma recovers quite well with the tackle and gets the ball back into the path of Kulusevski. Kulusevski now into the path of Johnson. Oh, poor pass there by Johnson there. Gives the ball back, straight back to Newcastle. Gordon into the path of Joe Linton, beating the press here. Joe Linton can't get the ball back to Gordon. And now Johnson now back with the ball on the right side. End-to-end stuff, really. Newcastle are trying, obviously, to defend the lead. And Tottenham Hotspur are trying to get that equalising goal. Nearly 15 minutes left. Spurs are just playing it out between Basuma and Maddison. Maddison into the path of Son. Can he provide a little bit of quality on the left? Gets it down on the left to Archie Gray into the path of Maddison. Maddison now just trying to probe a stubborn defensive line of Newcastle. Son into the path of Solanke. And Son, can he have it back? He's kept it in play, has he? He has just about kept it in play. Maddison, good ball into the box. Headed away by Byrne. Pedro Porro. Kulizeski on his right foot. Can he cut onto his left? Back to Pedro Porro. He's going to have a shot. Pedro with his left. Blocked there by Newcastle. And it's last-ditch defending there by Newcastle. And it's another constant pressure there. And it's Archie Gray back into the path of Maddison. Maddison into the path of Son. Maddison again. And it is quite a lot of pressure here by Spurs. Harvey Barnes is looking to warm up and come onto the pitch now. Son. Oh, Kulizeski, great touch there. Can he have a shot off? Good defending there and good goalkeeping there by Dubravka. Smothers the ball. And Newcastle have possession of the ball with Dubravka in charge of it. I think Harvey Barnes is coming onto the pitch now. It'd be interesting to see who comes on for. Joe Linton has obviously gone down with a injury, maybe a ankle injury. I think he might be feeling it. I don't know if he's going to be substituting now for Harvey Barnes or if he's going to take Gordon or Murphy off. I'm not too sure. But Newcastle will be happy for that break in play just because Tottenham will building up a bit of momentum, building up a bit of speed when it came to obviously trying to get that equalising goal. But yeah, man, there's a load of 3 o'clock kickoffs that should be interesting. I'm just having a look now. Let me have a look while there's a break in play in the Spurs game. Let's have a look. I know Chelsea are away at Crystal Palace, which will be a difficult game for Chelsea, considering the fact they did lose their last away game to Ipswich Town, who had never won or hadn't won a Premier League home game this season until they face off against Chelsea. But let's have a look at the picture, shall we? Oh, some tasty ones. It is Bournemouth versus Everton, Aston Villa versus Leicester, Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, Manchester City versus West Ham, and Southampton versus Brentford. They are the 3 o'clock kickoff games. From them, you're expecting a Bournemouth win at home to Everton. Aston Villa should beat Leicester at home. Crystal Palace, Chelsea, you always say Chelsea would win just about. Manchester City should beat West Ham, who are in poor form, losing 5-0 at home to Liverpool, and Southampton, Brentford, which will be an interesting one because Brentford have a terrible away record. But you should think that their quality should be enough to beat Southampton, who look woeful, only 6 points in the Premier League table. And then the half-5 game, like I said, I'll be doing a watch-along for Brighton versus Arsenal. That should be a very good game. Looking forward to that. Going to be a difficult game for Arsenal, but if they want to try and win the Premier League, they have to try and get 3 points and put more pressure on to Liverpool. But yeah, goal kick now into the path of Isak. Archie Gray's got the ball now into Spence, into Basuma. And Basuma now can carry the ball into the path of Maddison. Maddison now tries to play a through ball. Block there to Nali. Can he play a ball over the top to Isak? 2v1 here. Archie Gray, good covering there. Then Archie Gray has recovered it well. Yeah. Reguilon into the path of Basuma. They need to really get Son and Maddison into the game if they're going to try and get anything from the game. Son into Maddison, like I just said, into the path of Solanke. Heavy touch, though. Poor touch. But Tottenham have got a free kick. A late challenge there on Maddison. I think Spurs are trying to claim for a penalty. But I think it was just outside the box. Yeah, it was a bad challenge there. He obstructed him. I can't really have no complaints there. And it's a free kick in a dangerous area. You've got Maddison who can take free kicks, Son who can take free kicks. So you got to be looking to have a shot here. 10 minutes left. Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Newcastle looking for another away win. And I think this will be their 6th Premier League win in a row. That would take them level on points with Chelsea in top 4. So, yeah, this would be a really good win. But they've got this free kick to defend. Dubravka's trying to organise his war. It looks like Maddison's going to be taking it. And you can tell he's eyeing up for a shot here. I'll be surprised if Pedro Porro puts it in the box here. I think Maddison reckons he can fancy his chances of having a shot at goal here. It'll be difficult, though. I'm trying to think how he would score. He would have to whip it into the near post, I would say, to try and beat Dubravka at the side. Pedro Porro's moved away from the ball, so it is going to be Maddison taking the free kick. 10 minutes to go, guys. 10 minutes to go for Spurs to get anything from this game. A point or 3. They really need to score as quickly as possible if they want 3 points. But, yeah, they probably just want the equaliser. Boy, it does look like he might put a ball in the box. Maddison with a free kick. Headed away there. Good defending there by Livramento, who's had a good game defensively as well as going forward. And it's a corner to Spurs. Spurs are heating up the pressure here. Heating up the pressure. Corner going to be taken by, I think, Son is in the corner there. He's going to take a quick one to Maddison. No, he's changed his mind. And it looks like Son's going to try and put one in the box. Remember, Son did score from a corner against Manchester United in the League Cup. So he can put in good deliveries. Son gone short there. Maddison, he's going to open up for the shot. Maddison with a shot! Oh! Maddison there. Wow. That would have been a sensational finish there by Maddison. Whoa. Not too far away, man. Not too far away by Maddison. Not too far away, but yeah, gone out for a corner. Gone out for a goal kick. And there's 9 minutes on the clock. Obviously, Spurs fans and players are looking at the clock now. And yeah, they need to really make some more in terms of chances, man. Well, yeah, he's Isak. Nice, man. Nice by Isak. Oh, but blocked away there. Dan Burn. Maddison trying to play that reverse pass into Livramento. He's Son. Can he tee up for a pass? Reguilon in the ball. Solanke, this could be an opportunity. Brendan Johnson. Son. Oh, he's crossed it across the ball. Reguilon, Son, Solanke. No one wanted to score. No one wanted to shoot a bullet in the back of the net. Brendan Johnson. Everyone was just passing the buck. And yeah, Spurs fans are trying to rally their team to try and get at least a point here at home. But yeah, crazy. Solanke tees it off for Kulusevski, who plays it to Brendan Johnson. Cross the ball back to Son, who plays it across the ball to Brendan Johnson. And that should have been 2-2, I reckon. That was 2 glorious chances to get it on target. But yeah, still 2-1 to Newcastle. 8 minutes to go. Newcastle have got the ball. Isak still pressing, still chasing, trying to make sure that Newcastle get the away win that would take them level on points with Chelsea. Now, Basuma kind of playing that centre-back role, really, trying to build up from a deep position. Maddison's come deep as well to try and progress the ball into the path of Maddison. Maddison, there's a run on there by, I think, Son on the left-hand side. Can he keep the ball in? Yes, he can. 1v1 with Livramento. Can he beat him? Gets the corner ball. And this is positive play from Spurs. Spurs have been on top for the last 10 to 15 minutes. Not really made the keeper work, though. That's what you would say. They really need to make the keeper work. But yeah, it's been corner ball to Tottenham, taking another short one here. Maddison obviously had that close shot before into the path of Son. What can he do? Sergio Reguilon. Can he put a good ball in with his left foot? Puts the ball in. Keeper Dubravka comes out, spills it, but the ball bounces to a Newcastle player. I think it's Tonali, and the referee has stopped the play because of a head injury to make sure that I think it's Dan Burn, is all right. And that's another breakup in play for Newcastle, which they're going to take because they are under a bit of pressure in this game. Like and subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff to help the channel grow. On the road to 500. We're not too far off. We're expecting big things for this channel 2025. Let's go, people. Let's go. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the channel as much as you can. And yeah, this is what we're going to do from now on, guys, man. Watch along to galore. Watch alongs, previews, reviews, all of that good stuff. But yeah, man, it's been a good game so far. Newcastle look like they're going to at least get a point here, probably all three. And Joe Willock, Arsenal, Hale End. I'm sure he's going to get a fantastic reaction when he comes on. Coming on the bench. I'm not sure who for, maybe for Joe Linton, who's feeling that ankle injury. But Bosman here, no, sorry, Dan Burn. Is he going off here? He might be going off to come back on. But yeah. But yeah, Newcastle's next game obviously is at the Emirates in the League Cup semi-final. So yeah, they've got another big away game. 3 big away games, Man United, Spurs, and obviously Arsenal. But it looks like Longstaff and Willock is coming on. Isak looks like he's coming off. Yeah, Isak telling Archie Gray to get off him. And he's getting a yellow card. He's not happy, Isak. Looks like he scored the winner here. Looks like he scored the winner. 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes left. Big few minutes though. 2-3 minutes left. Tottenham really need at least one chance to try and get a draw here. Good ball in there. Good defending there by Livramento. He's been excellent defensively. Solanke trying to feed off 3 or 4 players now. Still a few minutes left. Eddie Howe looking for another away win at Spurs, which would be tremendous for them. Here's Spence. Wow. 10 minutes of extra time, possibly. That looked like a foul there, and it is a foul there. Kulusevski into Spence playing centre back. He's done okay as a centre back pairing. Newcastle just trying to defend now, and they are very, very difficult to defend against when they've got that low block. Arsenal have obviously had problems with them, especially at St James's Park, with that low block. Very, very difficult team. Good defensive covering there by Basuma. Joe Linton into the path of Willock. Bruno Guimaraes into Harvey Barnes. Can he do something decent? Harvey Barnes coming onto his right foot into the path of Longstaff, surrounded by Tottenham players there, but he's done well there to keep the ball. Longstaff, giving the ball away there. Giving the ball away there. Giving the ball away there. Confirmation of 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. 10 added minutes there. On this Spurs versus Newcastle game. And now Joe Linton's got the ball into Bruno Guimaraes. Willock's made the run. Can Willock find the run? Oh, good defending there by Spence, and he's gone the free kick there. He's done well to win the free kick, to be honest. Yeah, he's done very, very well there. Big up Colin, as always. Where's the 10 minutes come from, bro? You tell me, man. I don't know where the 10 minutes has come from. That is an excessive amount of time. Obviously, I know, Gordon had his nose, bleeding. That was a few minutes. But bar that and a couple of the keepers going down, 5 or 6 minutes max, not 10, man. That is very, very excessive. But here we go. Spurs have got 10 minutes, which is more than enough time, if we're being honest, to try and get back into the game. Obviously, Botman looks like he's picked up a calf strain. Obviously, his first match back in quite a few months. So, yeah, Lloyd Kelly's going to come on to replace him. Obviously, that will eat up a bit of minutes as well. So, yeah, man. You'll eat up a few minutes too. Wow. Botman's obviously taking Lloyd Kelly. Barnes. Is Willock now. Oh, good strength there by Willock. Played advantage there into the corner. Here's Longstaff. Plays it across. Should have kept it in the corner, if I'm being honest. Should have kept possession. And there's the break on here. Kulizeski. Is it a path for Brandon Johnson? Ball comes in the box. Kicked away by Livramento. And, yeah. Kulizeski with the ball in. Oh. Goal kick to Newcastle. Good ball in there by Kulizeski. Looping header there by Solanke. Yep, he touches it over. But yeah, Newcastle got away with one. But yeah, is the ball in there by Harvey Barnes? Can he finish it off to make it 3-1? Harvey Barnes, good save there by Brandon Austin there. Um, Good save there. Nice little chip finish there. He definitely could have done him if he went down too early, but he stayed strong. But yeah, he's looked impressive. To be fair, even though obviously Spurs are losing the game, I don't think he could have saved any of the goals. If I'm being perfectly honest. Um, well, Newcastle 2-1 up, 5 minutes left of additional time. Corner comes in the box, plays in the box. Nice little header away there. Into the path of Willock. Deflected. Is that going to go for another corner? It is. It's another corner. Still in the gun. Joe Linton's still got the ball there. 4 minutes left into the. Bruno Guimaraes has gone out of play and it's gone for a goal kick um, for Spurs. And Spurs really need to get a move on. 4 minutes left, guys. 4 minutes left. And it's all over. Obviously, Madison into the path of Regulon. Son Heung-min. Spurs are running out of time here. 4 minutes left. Kulusevski. Porro. Good defending by Burn there. Son, back to Porro. Porro with the ball in the box. Header in! Oh, header in by Solanke. And that's the best chances they've had, is them headers by Solanke. That's another one. Another great cross there by Pedro. And unlucky by Solanke from a header. That's the only time they look like scoring, Spurs, is that combination of Pedro and Solanke. Obviously, only scored the one goal, but had two other good headed opportunities to score. But yeah, it doesn't look like Spurs are going to get anything from the game. 3 minutes left. And Newcastle have defended it really, really well. And that mid-block is a problem for teams, even for someone with the quality of Spurs. They've only looked dangerous from crosses. They can't open them up through, obviously, open play. They have to go down the flanks. Another opportunity now, trying to go down the flanks, headed away by Dan Burn. Good ball in there. Kulusevski, Burn. Nice there, Joe Linton. And Guimaraes. But Tonali there. 2 players on him. Oh, that looked like a bad foul there. And it was. And Regulon. Look, he's going to get a book in there, Regulon. 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. And it is looking like it's going to be a Newcastle win. Solanke puts the ball in. Paro. Ball in the box. Kulusevski. Trying to play a decent ball in. Kulusevski. Oh, Solanke. That could be that then. Austin's out the box. Oh. Spurs with one last chance here. Into 11 minutes of stoppage time. Madison with a quick ball into Son. Joelinton with the kick away. And then Tonali. Nice there by Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes. And Tonali gets the throw in. And that should be that, man. That should be that. That should be that. That should be that. Into 101 minutes now. And the referee's telling him to blow on. Archie Gray. Basuma. Tonali. Oh, great play there, but he's giving the ball away. No, that looked like a foul there. Offside there. Offside there. I don't know where he's finding all this extra time from, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like he's and that's it. That's full time, guys. Newcastle have beaten Spurs again away from home 2-1. A victory that's probably well deserved in the end in terms of the chances created. And the joint Chelsea 35 points, level on points with the team in the top four. Obviously, Chelsea playing against Crystal Palace at 3 o'clock. But yeah, great victory there by Newcastle, and Spurs with their 10th league defeat already of the season. This is crazy form from Tottenham, and that leaves them in the abyss of 11th place with everyone else having to play. They could potentially drop to a whopping 14th if Man United manage to get something from that Liverpool game, which would be them on the same amount of points and the same amount of defeats as Man United. 10 defeats out of 20 is unacceptable for Spurs, conceding 30 goals in 20 games as well. Poor from them, and that leaves them even further adrift of the top four. They can actually count that as a massive goodbye into them getting Champions League football next season. But yeah, poor again from Spurs. Not good enough defensively and offensively. And yeah, big up Colin as well. Andrew's in trouble, and he's in trouble. And I do feel he's got one more game left, one more game to save his job, which is going to be that League Cup game. If he doesn't win that, then it's going to be curtains for him, I believe. So yeah, poor from him, but a great win for Newcastle. And I feel like they're going to be right in the running for that top four space. And that it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Spurs and the Spurs fans react after another defeat in the Premier League, leaving them 11th, 11 points behind 5th place Newcastle as well. So, yeah, looking very, very bleak for Tottenham. They could drop down to 12th, 13th. If Brentford beat Southampton, which you expect, they will drop down to 12th. They might be secure because West Ham and Man United have away games against Manchester City and Liverpool, respectively. But it doesn't get any better for them. And they are in serious trouble. But yeah, that concludes the watch along for me. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'll be back later on today, 5:30, for the Brighton versus Arsenal watch along game. Cannot wait for that. That should be something great. Hopefully we can win away again and make it 2 wins out of 2 in the year 2025. But yeah, that's been me. Like, subscribe, share. Thanks everyone for joining. Don't hate the play at the game. And until 5:30 later on today, I'm out.